Welcome to the Radiant Life podcast. I am your host, Tatiana, and I am a master mindset coach, and I'm obsessed with empowering you to live and create your best life possible. If you're looking to uplevel your mindset, life, happiness, and success, then you are in the right place. My goal with this podcast is to help you see the potential within yourself, to be able to break the limiting beliefs and habits that are holding you back, and to help you feel inspired to get clear with who you are in order to create the life you desire. Thank you so much for listening. Now let's get into today's episode. Hi, hello. Welcome to the Radiant Life podcast. Today's episode, it's going to be sweet, to the point, talking about what if it goes wrong and telling your brain to shut up. I don't know what I'm going to title this yet, but either way, we're going to be touching on both of these topics. So what do you mean by tell your brain to shut up? So when you have a situation and your brain starts honestly going out of control and thinking about what if it goes this way, or what if it goes that way, or oh my God, what if it goes this way? You just think of all of these scenarios and it just goes and goes and goes, and you literally can't stop thinking about it until the actual moment comes, and then you get to see how it actually plays out. You know what I'm talking about, right? Or maybe you're someone who constantly just thinks about what if it goes wrong? What is the worst case scenario? And you're constantly focused on that. And you know what? If that's you, honestly, I think that's about 95% of the people. We always focus on what can go wrong. And so many of us don't even acknowledge the possibility of asking ourselves, what if it goes right? And I know this because when I have conversations with friends or clients, and they're like, well, what if this, what if this? I'm like, do you realize you didn't even acknowledge the opposite? If it can go good, if it can go bad, it can go good, right? We want to acknowledge both sides and then kind of detach. Because at the end of the day, when your mind is constantly thinking, what if, what if it goes that way? What if it goes this way? Honestly, let's think about it. The possibilities of situations are endless. But the question to ask yourself is, what outcome do you want to focus on? Because remember, where your attention goes, energy flows. And so many focus on what if it goes wrong and the worst case scenario, and we visualize it and we feel the fear and the sadness and all of this. But you guys, what is that? What is that? That is manifestation right there. When you think of something, whether it is you want it or you don't, and you put energy towards it and attention towards it, and you visualize it and you feel it, that's how you attract things into your life. And this is why so many people are in situations that they don't want, because they're focusing all their time, energy, and thoughts on what it is they don't want. You feel me? This is what I mean with the episodes when I talk about manifestation, is that, we're manifesting 24/7, whether we realize it or we don't. This is why I tell you guys, don't say, I don't want to be late, because your subconscious mind, the universe, only hears be late. Your subconscious doesn't know the word don't and not, right? So when you acknowledge what you don't want, focus on, then write it as if, okay, I don't want this, so what do I want? So then you can focus on what you want, right? So when you find yourself, your mind playing all these games and you want it to shut the hell up, ask yourself, what outcome do I want to focus on and put energy towards? Because your time, your energy, your thoughts are precious. And negative thoughts that don't serve you, don't need to be living rent-free in your life, tormenting you of all of these worst case scenarios that could happen that probably won't even happen, because most of the time we think about the worst case scenario and it isn't even that bad or as bad as we thought, right? Which is a relief. But then what did you do? You just spent so much time and energy and probably felt so many emotions thinking the worst case scenario. And I'm talking about this because this literally happened to me a few weeks ago. I literally was a hot mess and I was so anxious and I was so emotional thinking about this situation that was going to go wrong and how horrible it could go. And then it happened, and honestly, it went I don't even think I could have imagined it going even better, realistically. You feel me? Like, we're humans. We all do this. So I want to encourage you, when these moments happen, to take control of your thoughts, because you get to choose the thoughts you're thinking, which, manifest into emotions, which manifest into like you putting your energy and focus on it. What thoughts do you want to focus on? And choose wisely, because it's up to you. And then on top of that, when you find your mind saying, what if, tell your brain to shut up. Okay, cool. Well, I have my clients do this all the time. What is the worst case scenario? Acknowledge it. Don't try to hide from it. Acknowledge it. Okay, cool. It could happen this way. That's horrible. But you know what? That's the worst case scenario. Cool. I acknowledge it. This is how I'll probably handle it if that were to happen. And then do not forget to acknowledge what is the possibility of it. What's the best case scenario? How could it go the complete opposite? Visualize that, feel that, and end it on that. And then take a step back and be like, okay, I'm detached. I already acknowledged both sides, worst case, best case. Now it's up to me to control my thoughts and put my energy, and knowing that, you know what? Okay, hands up in the air, I surrender, and just choosing thoughts going forward and trying to get your mind off of it, right? Again, where your attention goes, energy flows. That is huge. You can manifest amazing, great things that you want in your life, and you can also manifest the things you don't want in your life based on your thoughts, your emotions, and what you're replaying in your head over and over again. Sound good? This is a good reminder? Are you like, oh no, I do that all the time. I need to change. Cool. Now you know, right? Welcome. I'm glad you're here listening to this podcast. Maybe you have a friend that does this all the time. Send this to them. Because everybody does it. We're all human. We literally all do it. Okay? I hope this is a great reminder to empower you to take control of your thoughts, because they're your thoughts and you get to choose what you're thinking, what you're putting it towards, if it does or doesn't serve you, and what outcome you do want to focus on. Okay? Cool. Well, that's it. Nice little short, sweet episode. I hope you liked it. If you loved it, please take a screenshot, share it on Instagram, tag me at Tatiana_Kuto. I love seeing you guys share the podcast and spreading it around to everybody. I appreciate you guys so much for listening, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with me and write an Apple iTunes review so I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't following me already, you can find me on Instagram at Tatiana_Kuto. I appreciate you so much and cannot wait to see you in the next episode. In the meantime, continue to shine bright and embrace your radiance.